dealing with a force that cannot be stopped. All competition left in the dust. By the time we're done, you're gonna notice us. And you can be sure that you'll get more than you bargained for. And we'll win this war, 'cause we've got something worth fighting for. And now we're done. What we're one and it's on to the next one. PWA, bring everyone flesh, come on. And now we're done. And now we're
done. 16 competitors. 2 brackets. Only one will stand victorious. This is the PWA Premiership. something worth fighting for.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the PWA Premiership. My name is Andrew Rose. With me, my co-host Chris Gale. How are you, sir?
Like a cheese twist?
No, I would not like a cheese twist. Anyways, good to have you all here with us for another episode of the PWA Premiership. That's disgusting. Live on OVO Play. Let's have a look back at how Block A is looking leading into the fourth round. Unsocial Jordan sitting on top of the ladder with the prize bull Sam Osborne, both on 7 points. Mick Moretti right behind them on 6 points. Charli Evans having a cracking tournament on 5 points currently. Paris de Silva on 4, Preston on 2, Kai Drake sitting on 1 point, and Kingsley still yet to score. But we have another massive night of Block A to get into. Let's head down to the Pro Wrestling Academy now for our first match.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall, and it has a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first.
Handsome Nick Ray in the ring there as William Preston makes his way. Did anyone catch that? What it
Making
said?
his way to the ring from the University of New South Wales, William S. Preston!
Chris, I respect the fact that William's always out here with a message to send, but maybe too many messages. I can't keep up with this man's message.
I hope he's better in shoots when he's making a presentation, Rose, because I didn't catch any of that.
B- for that presentation. There's Fudge.
And his opponent.
Fudge with a bit of support for Block A. Chris, I do not use the word unhinged lightly. Mick Moretti is on a tear in this tournament, and he's sitting close to the top of the table.
And making his way to the ring from somewhere in Australia, he is the Rapscallion, Mick Moretti!
I wish I knew where that somewhere was, Rose, because I would stay well away. Mick Moretti.
Is that Fudge? Is that Fudge on the outside clapping?
It's like someone's watching an old movie or something.
Big Fudge. What's the one-man audience?
I'm still getting my points. Sorry.
Chris, you talked about it. Mick Moretti has torn through this tournament so far, sitting on 6 points. William Preston with the 1 win under his belt on 2. Moretti has eyes on the finals.
Now, Rose, you were talking there about Moretti. What was the word you used?
Unhinged.
Well, you know him. He's your guy. You're in constant contact with him. What's going on with Moretti? Because it seems to be, I don't know, going all over the shop.
Okay, look, you know, there's no secret that Moretti and I are mates and we get along outside of PWA, but you know, lockdown's been an interesting thing for a lot of different competitors and people involved in PWA, and I think it's clear that Generation Now has affected Moretti. It's made him an angry person, but what I'm starting to see is that this aggression, this hunger in Moretti is bleeding out from not just Generation Now members, but everything he does. And I'll tell you this, Chris, we spent a lot of time together at the beginning of lockdown. I don't really talk to Mick anymore. I don't know where he's evolved, where he's gone to, but he just seems angrier, hungrier, and more dangerous than he's ever been. But there's still that playfulness in him. There's still that rapscallion we know. But there's no denying that Generation Now has done something to him. Changed already. But Preston, impressive here. Spotty, he's got the pin on Moretti. And that's a 2.
Terrific start from Preston. I have to say, Rose, as we see the back and forth here.
Look at this speed by Preston coming under these arms. He's caught him in the bulldog, and Preston is well and truly in control here. Moretti has been caught off guard of sorts. 2. And a kick out at 2 as Moretti stays alive.
Yeah,
does it make sense what I'm talking about, Moretti? He feels a little different to me.
The only thing that I got from that monologue from you was that you're seeing, here we go.
He went for the overdrive there, Preston, but oh, wow! Goodness me, Moretti just folding Preston up in the corner. Excuse me, Chris.
The overdrive hasn't been the source of too much joy for William Preston in this tournament, but the thing I got out of that is you're seeing less of Moretti, which is good because it's a clear conflict of interest. You never find me favouring one competitor over the others in the field. I just call it straight down the line.
I'm not even going to honour that with a response. I'm going to go and focus on this pin. Moretti might get the win here. Kick it at 2 by Preston. And as we've just seen, so much evolution in this premiership, and Moretti is one of the most interesting cases. Preston almost trying to hold on to the glory that he had before this premiership with his winning ways, trying to evolve out of the schoolboy tactics. And Moretti has evolved in aggression. It's maturity versus aggression here almost. As he's almost tearing apart pieces of Preston's face here. This is what I'm talking about. Moretti wouldn't have done this before the premiership. Now he's raking people's faces, he's biting them.
Well, I think he had some digits in the mouth there, Rose.
Here's a pin.
Very uncomfortable for Preston.
Another kick out at 2 there by Preston as he survives. Had a rough premiership so far, Preston, but
Preston, last up loser to Sam Osborne, the prize ball, who we'll see in our main event against Unsocial Jordan later tonight, Rose.
hell of a match that's going to be. Top of the table.
But there's a story on the screen there, Rose. You see Preston on 2 points, Moretti on 6. I can only see one of these competitors at the sharp end of the competition.
Sure, but this is a good time, like we talked last week about how even though some of these competitors mathematically can't make the finals, oh, he's allowed a punch there, and the rapscallion has ducked it. How did he even see that coming? Preston has lost his mind on Moretti. He's throwing haymakers.
He's out of shape now, Preston. He's trying hard, but I just think he's...
The neck breaker by Preston. He is on a roll. He really, I mean, we talk about the evolution. Preston has come a long way. Huge sidewalk slam there. Shades of Rogers is the pin. Kick out at 2 is Preston. Impressive Preston.
Yeah, I sense that Moretti's playing with him a bit there, Rose, trying to get him out of shape and get him just trying to go move after move without understanding where he needs to be in the context of the match.
You can never put it past the rapscallion. Look at this, these playful ways. He'll put you off. He'll make you think you've got it in the bag. And then out of nowhere, flip the script. Like I said, you know, I don't want to get too emotional, too corny. Part of me misses the mate I had at one point, but, you know, Moretti is someone you can't pin down.
No, I understand that because you've got so few mates.
Yeah, thank you. A pin here. Kick out at 2 by Preston, but he just has, he seems to become, I guess, supercharged by what Generation Now has shoved in his face. And it seemed to have bleed over to him wanting to show everyone in PWA now that he's, like he said in his own words, the top of the food chain in PWA.
There we go, Sweaty Moretti.
Rude pin while he's doing, so I'm going to assume a Sweaty Moretti. Maybe that's just where he keeps his phone. We've seen this before.
I'll tell you what, this must say Gladys Berejiklian and the New South Wales government spare in this time of social distancing.
Kick at it too. Yeah, Gladys is turning away whenever Moretti does a sweaty Moretti.
And guess what, Rose? We're already past the wrestler merch 5-minute warning. That's how quickly the action is going yet again.
Wow, it is just
it's bewildering.
flying
By the way, what's Moretti wearing there? Would you call that a cravat?
Yeah, maybe
a do-rag.
An oversized scarf. Maybe it's an ode to our boy Robbie Eagles, who's overseas. Another impressive reversal by Preston. Look at that clothesline. Huge. Preston wants these 2 points. He is not afraid of the challenge in front of him. Another bulldog, as he is well and truly in control of Moretti. Here's the pin. Oh, almost a 3. Preston felt that victory so close there.
Preston definitely trying to do his version of grown-up wrestling, Rose, as he tries to distance himself from being a prefect. And you can't question his endeavour.
Oh, look out. Oh, no! Moretti face first into the mat. Here's a pin, a huge win for Preston. Oh, a kick out at 2 by Moretti. You can see Preston wants this so bad, Chris.
You can't question his technique, but he's not delivering the result. Moretti continues to absorb the punishment in an odd sort of way. The guy seems to channel pain.
I think you're right about the goading thing. You just never are sure that you have the upper hand on someone like Moretti. He could explode at any moment.
He's the living personification of rope-a-dope, Rose, I tell you.
Oh, he goes for his own schoolboy. Moretti going for a schoolboy. Interesting on once a former master of the schoolboy.
And again, no evidence of my mate Matty Wahlberg in the arena tonight, Rose, to distract Moretti, and I think that's definitely to Moretti's advantage.
Off the top, Preston!
Wow, that's impressive.
Here's the pin! 2! And once again, Moretti stays alive. Preston has put on so much pressure.
But William Preston is in torment right now, Rose. He can't understand why these moves aren't delivering for him, and he has to persist and keep going. You must move on. You can't lament what happened previously.
You're right, you cannot give Moretti any breathers here. This is a mistake, letting him get to his feet, I think. But the frustration from Preston, he's starting to think, what do I have to do here? And maybe the schoolboy is the option. Will he break his own code and go back to it? No, he won't.
There's no shame in going Back to the Future, Rose. There was a very successful movie franchise.
Overdrive again. He went for the overdrive. Excuse me, Chris.
No, mistake.
As Moretti has caught him up on his shoulders. Look out, the roll through. Oh no, he's caught him. Oh, the stomps. He just grabbed his ankles and stomped him. Doesn't even want to finish that pin. Oh, he spiked Preston. The snapman driver's got to be it. And that's the win for Moretti.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the match, the rapscallion, Mick Moretti!
8 points for Moretti in the tournament. He is on a roll and he is heading head first for the finals if he keeps this momentum up. Who can stop the rapscallion?
William Preston, again, he had the opportunity for what used to bring him so much success, the schoolboy Rose, but he went for the overdrive, and again he goes away with 0 points.
The abandoning of the schoolboy ways has once again come back to hurt Preston, and Moretti walks away with another 2 points.
Still, he's his own man, Preston. He's persisting, and you've got to admire that.
You know, I had a choice today. I was faced with a crossroads. Whether to go back to my childish ways and lock in that schoolboy, or try and do something ambitious on my own. I had Moretti there. He was lined up perfectly for the schoolboy, and I know if I hit that move, I would have won. But I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to do the same old schoolyard tricks to win. I want to be my own human being. And I hope Jimmy sees that sometime.
Preston declaring he wants to be his own human being, but if we have a look back at the matchup, Preston had the advantage. He had the time to think about the schoolboy here, and he seriously considered it for a second.
Classic millennial talk there from Preston Rose. It's like he's been doing the schoolboy for 15 years or something. What, 18 months maximum?
He went against it, and that it turned out to hurt him in the end.
This will be good.
Bam, bam, bam. Another one, bass, dust.
That puts me on top. Baby, that puts the top of the food chain right where he belongs. The rest of this round has still got to kick off. I know that Osborne and Jordan are going to be right on my heels. I know Silva and Chevins, depending on how that plays out, one of them's right on my heels. So from here on out, it's victory after victory after victory if I want to assure myself the win. The rapscallion, baby. He's hungry, he's starving, and he's ready to chew some flesh.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it has a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first.
Wow. Moretti is losing his mind.
He spends more energy in the interviews than he does in the ring, I think.
We talk about how competitive this block is. We have a main event coming up later tonight that could jump someone ahead of Moretti. But we have two competitors here that are right behind, right on the heels of Moretti, like he said, for this block, Charli Evans and Paris De Silva. Another spoiled matchup we get here. Well, Chris, I've talked about this so many times about the incredible matches we have in this premiership, and this is just another one.
People stop me in the street, Rose, and say, why should I watch the premiership? I give them two words: Charli Evans.
I tell you what, you've been talking to me a lot.
And from Sydney, New South Wales, representing the Medusa Complex, this is Charli Evans.
Chris, you have talked to me a lot off microphone about how much of a fan you are of Charli Evans in this tournament and how well she's performed.
If you can give me the address of the fan club, I'm signing up today.
What can we say about Paris De Silva that hasn't already been said by us on this commentary? Paris De Silva, the human highlight reel.
From the groovy skies above, he is one half of the PWA Tag Team Champions, the Spartan Spirit, Paris De Silva!
He's one half of your PWA Tag Team Champions, and we know about the Spartan Spirit of Paris De Silva. He is a fighter, and I'll say this, I think Charli Evans welcomes this matchup. She loves fighters like Paris De Silva. She'll want to face off one-on-one against him right here.
Clash of styles, and for all the old school people out there, Rose, human highlight reel. Paris De Silva, the Dominique Wilkins of PWA.
Wow, the Dominique Wilkins of PWA. I think that's in the record books now.
Human highlight reel, I can say it.
A nice show of sportsmanship there as they shake hands at the beginning here. And this is going to be predicted a classic between these two. The high-flying prowess of De Silva against the absolute knockout striking of Charli Evans. Both competitors are going to keep their distance early here, I think. De Silva already feels what Charli's capable of. And De Silva will know that Charli Evans will know that De Silva can explode at any moment. Huge blow to the midsection there. Charli Evans now taking control. De Silva rolls her through into the headlock for Evans. Grounding De Silva there. Referee Xavier looking after proceedings. Xander. Xavier.
It's the X's, the X-Men.
Referee Xavier there looking after proceedings tonight.
I tell you what, Rose, kilogram for kilogram, is there a stronger wrestler in PWA right now than Charli Evans?
Wow. I think it's a great call. One of the strongest competitors for sure. But look at that, the pop-up by De Silva welcoming Charli to go to the ropes. You can tell these two are enjoying this in a way. Oh, that disrespectful back kick by De Silva. Charli's not going to like that. Look at him flip through there. The drop kick by De Silva. Beautiful, picture perfect. Here's a pin. Kick out of one by Charli Evans. It's going to take a lot more than that.
She'll just be looking at ways to neutralise De Silva's speed, I think, Rose, and get it into her pace. And she was probably prepared to absorb a little bit of this just to get her breath back, to be honest, which seems odd when you're getting kicked in the solar plexus. But it
mustn't be an easy thing to do.
That's how good Evans is.
And like we look back at Charli Evans, like you said, has had a fantastic tournament so far. An absolute classic with Kai Drake. And look at that. She can even strike from the ground. When she's being controlled, she can strike. Which I just love about Charli. She's dangerous from all positions. As Paris De Silva trying to shake out those blows on the left knee. Up and over. Goes for the... Charli Evans catches the leg there. And a drag and screw. And the kick as well. Charli Evans back in control. De Silva taking some damage all over so far. Here's a pin. And grabs the ropes. Great ring awareness by De Silva. They're able to stay alive. And as we can see, only 1 point separates these two competitors. So both still well and truly in the fight in the PWA Premiership. De Silva was able to right the wrongs early and get back on track in this Premiership and get points on the board, which is not easy to do. We've seen how hard 2 points is in this Premiership. And I think we can confidently say, going this deep into the Premiership now, Australian Wrestling's never seen a tournament this deep and this testing on their athletes before.
Well, I think it's the frequency of the context, Rose. They're going...
Here's a pin quickly. Kick out at 2 by De Silva.
They're going sort of week on week on week, which is, a faster fixture rhythm than what they're used to. And
Yeah.
it's like they're building wrestling muscle, if I can use that expression.
Yeah, you got to wonder if that weekly match, and these aren't just simple matches, these are all-out brawls, some of these matches. You wear up your body, you get that ability to be able to face world-class opponents every Monday night. It's got to do great work for your training. And look at this submission by Charli Evans. She has got De Silva in a very uncomfortable position. Can De Silva get out of this bulldog choke? He's trying to reach from the ropes here. Oh, fingertips, that's the break.
Finger will get it done, Rose.
A break is a break.
But you're right about the amount of work that they're doing, Rose. The recently released data suggests that the sales of ice bags at service stations are through the roof, and I think it's simply down to the demand from the PWA wrestlers as they go into rehab time after time.
I mean, it's got to be brutal on you. You wrestle a match on a Monday night, you get feeling back. Look at that pin. Wow, De Silva just surviving. You get feeling back around maybe Wednesday, Thursday. You get back to training on the weekend, and then bang, you've got another match on Monday night. It's got to be hell for these competitors to keep this consistency going. And Charli Evans seems to revel in this repeated Fight Club style of the PWA Premiership we have going on. And there's the Wrestler Merch 5-minute warning as we're halfway through this match, and Paris De Silva so far has felt the brunt of the offense. He's caught Charli choking her in that guillotine in the middle of the ring. She's able to strengthen out of it. Oh, again, that damage on De Silva's left knee. He can't even land on it anymore. It's hurting him, which has got to really slow him down in his explosiveness, Chris.
It's not just hurting him, Rose. This pain is shooting up through the knee there.
Almost in desperation there, he chops Charli to the ground. Oh, goodness me.
I mean, if De Silva is going to win, he's going to have to win now, because there's no way he's going to be able to continue with the pain that he's in. So he's got to go for broke right here.
That's a great assessment, Chris, that the longer this match goes on, the more it plays into Charli Evans for sure. And as every chop hits, De Silva gets weaker, a boot to the face. Charli Evans is so dangerous. De Silva. Super kick by Charli Evans. This is back and forth. So many blows to the head. Oh!
360 kick there from Paris De Silva, and he needs everything he can do, Rose, because this is Evans' game right now. This is absolutely where she wanted to be. Deep into the match, a war of attrition, and the bonus is that De Silva is basically on one leg. Right now he's on no legs, but he's only got one good one.
Well, we know what De Silva can do when both legs are in working order. It's where he shines, flying. And with one leg down, you've got to wonder, with 3.5 minutes left, how does he fight a victory when he's grounded like this against the striker the like to Charli Evans? And he might have to play her game, Chris. He might have to strike his way into a victory. The German suplex by Charli Evans. And where does De Silva get this energy? A response and a pin! Wow. Charli Evans survives.
Yeah.
Oh, you can hear it in De Silva's groans, that knee. He's now got to do that difficult dance of putting his body on the line to get the 2 points and surviving for the next round. He is in contention to win this block, so he needs to stay healthy.
Here comes the throne, I think.
He's locked
Put her
in the throne, and you hear the screams of Charli Evans. This is the way De Silva gets those 2 points. If he gets the throne, it gets on a tap into the ankle lock. Wow, how does Charli Evans reverse that?
Surely this is it. Oh, he's rolled out of it. That's
Creative,
magnificent.
very creative by De Silva. To get out of that, the spine buster by Charli Evans. Here's the pin. And just a kick out, 2 3/4. Charli Evans is inching closer and closer to a victory. He's taken De Silva's head off. Here's the pin. A kick out at 2 as we have 2 minutes left. Charli will not let up. Here's the ankle lock again. De Silva cannot take much more of this. And she's locked in the leg. That's got to be it. De Silva needs to tap or he could be in serious permanent trouble. He's trying to kick his way out and Charli's responding. Taps, and that is it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match as a result of a submission, Charli Evans!
Chris, we know Charli Evans, we know what she's capable of. Another 2 points with a submission there, but you got to give it to Paris De Silva. He went right to the limit there. He held out for as long as he possibly could. I just hope there's no permanent damage on that knee.
He drew on resources that are almost supernatural there, Rose, because he was in such trouble with that knee. But I have to say, Charli Evans, force of nature, still in this tournament. I fear that probably is it for Paris De Silva, is he's very quick to get that boot off. He's obviously needing some treatment here, I think, Rose.
He's in big, big trouble. He might have just held on for a little bit too long. That's a great sign of respect from Charli Evans. She truly is a world-class professional.
Class could be her nickname. Charli Classy Evans, I tell you, fantastic.
But right now, I'm a little bit worried about De Silva and that knee and that ankle. I hope he's okay. Let's hear from Charli Evans now.
Another win. Paris is tough as but he's also one half of the PWA Tag Team Champions, and that means I just beat one half of the PWA Tag Team Champions. So, haven't tagged with Jess for a while, but when shows are back to normal, I'd absolutely love a shot at the tag belts that we never got a shot at before. Heck, bring Millie over. I don't give a I'm going to win the tournament. I'm going to win the tag belts. Off.
Okay. Beautiful words spoken so succinctly by Charli Evans there. She's on a roll, but we've seen the journey of Kingsley so far this tournament.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it has a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first.
Can she get a win, Chris? Her journey continues tonight, but here comes another man who I think deserves more points in this tournament. Kai Drake from MK Plus Ultra.
Yeah, the holders of the belts, not necessarily the title to hold the belts,
right.
but they're holding them.
The thieves of the tag titles.
Yeah, exactly right. I tell you what, Charli Evans could have a career at the United Nations as a diplomat. She's just got a beautiful way with words.
She really is an eloquent speaker.
Making his way to the ring from the Dragon Heart Dojo, Kai Drake!
Kai Drake, one half of MK Plus Ultra, holding those PWA tag titles that are not rightfully theirs.
Imagine if they actually won the belts, they wouldn't know what to do with themselves.
Probably hand it back.
And his opponent.
Kingsley, Chris, has one of the most interesting stories so far in this premiership. She vowed to win every match in her tournament. 0 points so far.
And making her way to the ring, she is homebrewed in Sydney, New South Wales, Kingsley!
Sometimes things don't go as you'd like them, Rose, but it hasn't stopped Kingsley from bringing her A game every time. Surely she's just a heartbeat away from a win and something to say to Uncle Jack about her potential role in the Red Nation.
Well, I think this is an interesting matchup. If there's any matches up that I see going forward for Kingsley that she can get some points, this could be one of them because she could play off the aggression that Kai Drake has. It's very, I wouldn't say very easy, but it's something that a person like Kingsley is capable to do with someone like Kai Drake is goad him into a mistake, but not when he grabs you in the corner that quickly. Look at these shoulders. I think that plane just went out the window. Kingsley is in big trouble. Very smart, getting some space there with the bird. And now she's on the offense with Kai as the fists come flying in. Chris, we've seen such a journey from Kingsley so far, wanting to get points. No points. You got to wonder how Uncle Bonds is feeling about all this. She just wants to prove herself. A nice short code breaker there as she's into the pin. Kai Drake kicks out at 2. The striking machine, Kai Drake, can do a lot of damage here, but if Kingsley's smart and she goes Kai Drake, she could walk away with some points here, Chris. I believe she could do it.
I'm with you, Rose. I've got complete belief in Kingsley. And again, whilst we would argue that this match is not going to have any real significance in the Premiership in terms of who's going to be there at the pointy end of the season, you're making an investment in your career here. And for Kingsley, the win is probably even more important than it might be for some of the people at the top of the table.
Absolutely. We talked about the learning experience. Wow, as Kai Drake, this is what I'm talking about. Kingsley was able to goad him in there and straight into that ring post as Kingsley now has the control and a bit of space. She's got to be careful not to get caught in this corner though. Goes for another code breaker, but Kai catches her. Big trouble. Lands on her feet. Whoa!
Vicious slap there. Drake, of course, also, for all the endeavour and aptitude he's shown in this tournament, no wins for him. So
here's a pin. You go, yes, just that time limit draw with Sam Osborne early in the tournament. She's trying to shake out the feeling in that left arm. Like you said, the learning experience of this tournament. We've never seen a tournament in Australia go this deep. And we're hitting uncharted territory in professional wrestling. And you want to see these redemption stories. You want to see this learning from Kingsley, from Kai Drake.
Pro Wrestling Academy, beautifully lit in the trademark green, Rose. And you almost lose referee Xander in the background, don't you? Oh, there he suddenly appears.
Here's the pin, a kick out at 1. It does look fantastic, the Pro Wrestling Academy and all the great camera work that we have from the likes of Josh and Jess and Jack and Alyssa ringside, giving us great footage.
Best camera team in the Australia, Rose. No, damn it. Best camera team in the Southern Hemisphere.
Wow, huge call. I'm with you 100%.
Give me 2 more weeks and I might be calling it global.
Kai Drake has regained control here. He's going to try and get some momentum behind Kingsley. Wow, smart by Kingsley again. She's tricked him in a crucifix pin. Kick out at 2 by Kai Drake as he stays alive. Impressive by Kingsley. A nice small package, another chance. Kingsley is getting closer and closer. Oh. I believe she has points in her in this tournament. Oh, this flurry of kicks by Kai Drake might stop that from happening. We've seen this before from Kai Drake. He's so good at it. I want to see her get points because I want to see Jack Bonza happy. He's never happy with me.
Oh my God, I was going to say exactly the same thing. We're like telepathic now.
We're best friends.
Oh, wow. No, hang on. Sorry, I just got carried away there. No, but I agree. I mean, I love Kai Drake. I love to see him get a W as well. But Kingsley to present to Bonza the Drake scalp would be next level moment.
It would be a huge bonding moment for them. We saw Kai almost get the pin there.
Do you want to come over for afternoon tea this
No,
week?
thank you. As Kai Drake is now in his happy place. This is where he loves being in a ring. His opponent down, and he can take his time circling and striking.
Kingsley might come, bring the tea. Have macaroons.
Kai Drake now screaming Bonza's name at Kingsley. That's got to be playing on her mind. All the Generation Now stuff, all the Nation stuff. I think Kingsley has too many distractions for this tournament, and it showed in her results so far. But look at these strikes.
To be honest, whenever Drake speaks would be distracting because he's a man of very, very, very few words.
I wish you were. As Kingsley's back in control here, she's got Drake in an uncomfortable position, a kick to the back. Drake is in a bit of pain here as Kingsley's got control. I think it would be huge for Kingsley to get points in this tournament, get this momentum back. She's built up so much pressure on herself to do it. Look at that, the DDT!
Oh, he's gone. He
could be out. I think you're right. I think he's out. This is 2 points for Kingsley. Oh, wow. A kick out on instinct by Kai Drake.
Jiminy Jillikers. As the Wrestler Merch 5-minute warning comes, Rose, I think what we notice as we get into the teeth of this premiership, there are no easy wins now. These matches are all pretty much going the distance. And it's the adjustment of the athletes to understand the format and what they need to do and where they need to be that is making this the greatest wrestling experience I've had. I've got to be honest with you.
It has been such an honour to call this so far. As you can see, Kingsley here trying to hit the belly to belly, but Kai Drake deafens Kingsley. They're all world-class athletes in the tournament. They could all compete in the 2000 Sydney Olympics as her suplex hits here.
Except the 2000 was 20 years ago, but anyway.
You know that you could win anything in the Olympics, Chris?
You know time travel's not real, right?
You've got to train for limp.
Yeah, true. What about the Simp Olympics? You seem to have a bit of trouble with the word simp.
You're a simp. As Kai Drake puts the boots to the back of Kingsley's head. We've got 4 minutes left in this match.
Bonza, Red Nation.
It says so much.
I love him. He's so to the point.
He's like a Kraftwerk lyric.
He might be a robot with the way he can take punishment. He's certainly not a cyclist. As they're blow for blow here, Kingsley and Kai Drake are under 4 minutes left. We're in the back half of this match. Look at this from
Look at that from
Kingsley.
Kingsley. That's great. That
Uncle
hurts.
Jack has taught her how to throw a chop for sure. Oh, jeez. I mean, you want 2 points, but to get it in a strike battle with Kai Drake is something you'll talk about for the rest of your life, as Kai Drake has had enough of the games.
I tell you what though, Rose, Christmas is coming up in the windshield. What is Christmas like at the Bonza household with Kingsley and Bonza? What do they do after they've eaten the turkey?
Not a smile on the place.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, nice boot by Kingsley there, smart. She's trying to get the air back. She's trying to get the air in her lungs, but Kai Drake, the strength of Kai Drake. Oh, she's caught Kai Drake.
Beautiful wheelbarrow. Beautiful wheelbarrow.
Both competitors exhausted here, trying to use each other to stand up almost. We've seen Kai Drake go against some of the best strikers, and Kingsley has brought it to him here.
I'm going down a limb saying Drake has taken the most punishment in this tournament of anyone, Rose.
He's up there. The single-leg Boston Crab here by Kai Drake. Kingsley in a very tough position here. She's got to get to the rope. She's reaching. Great break. This is what I'm talking about, Chris. Even though Kingsley has no points, she's evolving as a wrestler. But right now, that's big trouble.
Oh, this
Kai
is ominous.
Drake is wrenching back. She's got to tap.
She's gone.
She's tapped.
Oh, what a pity.
Oh, no.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match as a result of a submission, Dragonheart Kai Drake!
Kai Drake getting the first 2 points for him in this tournament. He's got to be happy for it, but I feel for Kingsley, Chris.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's particularly classy from Drake putting a bit of mustard on that. But Kingsley in genuine distress.
Kai Drake back on winning ways in this tournament. You've got to feel for Kingsley. She just keeps trying and trying and trying, and she cannot get points in this tournament. I worry about Uncle Jack and how he feels about this, but Kai Drake back in the winning ways, representing NK Plus Ultra. Chris, it's been a tough run for Kingsley. What do you think she needs to do to get points in this tournament?
Well, I look to Uncle Jack Bonza. I know he's got issues with Generation Now, Rose, but I mean, it's his niece. And I mean, surely he's interested in her progressing, so she should be part of the Red Nation. He should get involved and get her in a shape where she can get a W in this tournament.
Absolutely. We really want to see her get points in this tournament. We want to see her succeed, and now we want to hear from her and see what she has to say.
I know people like to laugh at me or laugh with me. I'm such a joy around sometimes. But I realise being here, especially for the PWA Premiership Tournament, that it's not a game. Kai Drake, I felt like he almost killed me, pretty much. I feel like I'm dying right now. And I feel like such a loser because I have 0 points. Whether it's for Generation Now or for the Red Nation, who knows anymore? What's it worth? I just want one. Just one win.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it has a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first,
Chris, you've said it before, this tournament, this premiership is not a charity, but you've got to feel for Kingsley, right? You've got to feel for it.
It's a kitchen with a lot of heat, and I credit Kingsley for staying in that kitchen. Again, I reach out to Jack J. Bonza and say, get involved, get involved. That is a competitor who needs your assistance.
He's reaching out for guidance, and one person who knows how to give guidance to their disciples is Unsocial Jordan. 7 points in this tournament, and he
Making
is
his
on
way
a roll.
to the ring from the App Store, he is the leader of SMS, Unsocial Jordan!
If anyone forgot what Unsocial Jordan was capable of or what SMS was capable of, he is back, and he has sent that message very clearly in his time back. Unsocial Jordan is a force to be reckoned with.
The independent voice. Heads up, Rose.
Oh, here we go. Sonny's indoors. How does he even see where he's going?
I've tried it. You can see clearly now.
Well. It's Don Marnell, the voice of the undefeated, the man who turns can'ts into cans. SMS, the MMA. A few too many acronyms, wouldn't you say? Well, for now, we just need one that's cool and hip. SOP, Sam Osborne's Premiership.
I'm not saying that's Marnell's best work.
He's like a limerick with legs, this guy. He is so confident about his prize ball, though. Like he said, undefeated so far in this premiership. This main event is 2 stars, undefeated in this premiership. And take one look at Osborne, you can see why he is a specimen and the prized possession of MMA and Generation now. Unsocial Jordan doesn't seem to think of that much of him. There he's got his coffee latte, you're going to say? Frappuccino, maybe?
As I said, I feel that there's something involving cashew milk in that coffee. I really do.
Being accompanied by Don Marnell, representing the MMA from Mosman, New South Wales, he is the prize bull, Sam Osborne!
Ring announcer Nick absolutely nails it, from Mosman, because that's how they talk over there.
They do.
Mosman.
Now this will be interesting, Chris. This matchup, you've got Sam Osborne with the distraction of Don Marnell on the outside, but you have Unsocial Jordan, the expert of the distraction. His training, his experience must put him at an upper hand against any trick that Don Marnell might be throwing his way in this match.
It ain't all about wrestling, Rose. I agree with you. But this is the most significant match in the Premiership so far.
Absolutely. Both men on 7 points. This is top of the table stuff in this block. This is 2 of the best. This could be a final if they were on opposite blocks, I think.
But let's not forget, if for some reason they drew, we'd have a 3-way tie at the top here.
Oh, don't get me so excited already.
Okay.
Are you serious? That would be amazing.
I'm 100% serious, and I'm always serious.
Yeah, right. Unsocial Jordan already playing this match, his pace. I've said it before that he has one of the strongest wrestling IQs in PWA, Unsocial Jordan. He's a real thinker. But Sam Osborne's no slouch himself. And with the help of the brain power that is MMA. Rude.
Rude but descriptive.
That wasn't very Mosman of him.
I'd love to see Osborne doing a bit of calisthenics there. That was great. Just a couple of star jumps. By the way, do you think there's any significance in the colour of the turtleneck with Jordan? I mean, I think he was in the white when he got us out of our commentary position.
Yeah, I'd love to ask him a question, but every time I'm around him now, he terrifies me. He's angrier than he's ever been.
Well, you know his motto, have tripod, will travel.
And he interrupted us at the commentary desk a couple of weeks back. That was very rude.
It wasn't an interruption, it was a removal.
It was. I ran for the hills.
An extraction.
I ran straight out of the Pro Wrestling Academy. I was gone. Oh, the break by Osborne. The world's quickest break as he reapplies the headlock here. And Social Jordan's going to find a way out of this. Now, here's a quick pin by Osborne.
Osborne known for his knee submissions, Rose, and of course, going back a little bit in time, we didn't see Unsocial Jordan for a long period of time due to a leg injury.
That's true. That's a good point.
Now, Don Marnell will not have missed that. He'll be totally on that. That'll be in the scouting report.
Oh, he let go. Osborne playing with the rules at the moment.
That was different.
It's definitely in the scouting report. Whether Don could read it with those sunnies on is another question. Marnell has grounded his opponent here. Another expert of the mat. He can ground you and wear you down. A lot of talking going on between Marnell and Osborne here. MMA's communication is top tier. Unsocial Jordan likes to do his communication with his disciples, if you'd say, outside of the arena and show up with a game plan. Don Marnell's almost coaching you through it as Unsocial Jordan smartly gets the separation as he makes his way to the outside. He's going to have to slow this down because right now Osborne is all over him. Oh, he's grabbed Marnell. Marnell, there's a weapon.
There's a genius move because it's been all one-way traffic. And that's just broken the rhythm and the flow of Osborne. And it's got his blood going, Rose. And he's a little prone to the kick from Unsocial Jordan.
There is the IQ we're talking about with Unsocial Jordan. When in doubt, he'll outsmart you every time.
I'm always looking for a reason to say this, Rose. Unsocial Jordan, cerebral wrestling.
He really is cerebral. Oh, there goes the...
Oh, we're serious now.
There goes the turtleneck. That's an illegal weapon. Referee's got to take that out quickly. Referee Nick's giving the hard word to Unsocial Jordan, who's hard to talk to on the best of days. Can I point out again how good the Pro Wrestling Academy looks for this premiership?
How good's referee Nick looking?
Here's a pin.
Very clean 2 count there.
Oh, lovely 2 count by the top barn himself.
Metronomic.
Knee to the midsection is Unsocial Jordan. He's got to be careful here. He's trying to position Osborne, but Osborne can strike you from all places. He's got the abdominal stretch on Osborne here in a nice position. Oh, he's grabbed the rope illegally, giving him more leverage. Referee Nick's got to see that. He sees it. He's got to stop it before the 5 count. Great adjudicating there.
Getting the advantage of Marnell, alerting Nick to the issue.
Osborne able to reverse it into his own stretch. And now he's using Marnell as leverage. What do you mean, what do I mean? Don't you see it? Look, right there.
Osborne was trying to touch the rope for leverage there, which is illegal, but he wasn't successful.
You're not wearing sunnies in here as well, are you? They're doing it again. This is illegal by MMA, Marnell and Osborne.
I can't say anything.
You're unbelievable.
Marnell's just having a
stretch.
stretch.
Oh, look, Jordan has now used Marnell. Marnell doesn't realize it's Jordan. Oh, goodness me. And he's let it go. Again, Unsocial Jordan able to outsmart everyone in the ring, even allies.
Marnell offering an equal opportunity hand there to both wrestlers.
Osborne now going over the left knee. We've seen a lot of work on the limbs in this premiership. It can really play in your favor with these short-timed matches to take.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go. This is Osborne.
Vintage Osborne. Big knee drop there.
Knee to the back. Two count there as they stay alive. There's the wrestler merch 5-minute warning.
That's also metronomic. It always comes at the 5-minute mark.
He's got to let go there. The 5 count, referee Nick.
Laying down the law, referee Nick.
Wow, this argument, this is like, it could be a sitcom. These two living in an apartment together arguing. And while they were distracted, Don Marnell has taken the turnbuckle off. This is very dangerous. Look out! Oh, Unsocial Jordan able to stop just before into the exposed turnbuckle. And now Osborne. Here's the pin. It's illegal. And referee Nick has caught it. Don Marnell once again helping out his boy.
I don't think anyone's doing anything illegal in this particular match.
I feel like Osborne is getting away with murder while Jordan is not. And there's the grab of the tights finally. Finally, Osborne has been stopped. And back to this bickering between Osborne and Nick.
Marnell just doing some necessary ring maintenance there, Rose.
Oh, and into the exposed turnbuckle.
Equal opportunity.
Osborne made the mistake. Jordan goaded him into it, and he moved. This could be it. Osborne could be out cold. Oh, and Marnell has put Osborne's foot on the rope. Once again, saving his boy.
Osborne getting his foot on the rope there, breaking the hold by Unsocial Jordan.
How can you do this, Chris? How did you not see Don Marnell move the foot?
And Don Marnell quite rightly pointing out that Osborne has broken the hold.
I cannot believe this. Unsocial Jordan is as annoyed as I am right now. As referee Nick has a lot of explaining to do with it. He goes for the tripod and Marnell has grabbed it. Marnell has been such a factor in this match so far, but he's got the tripod. Referee Nick once again in Jordan's face. Now Osborne taking the tripod. Oh, and Don Marnell stopped him smart. He doesn't want to see his boy get disqualified. But Marnell's got to get out of this ring right now.
Oh my God! You didn't get his entire punch and showed him, and why are you still out here? You need to get the
feel, Nick? Well, oh no, they pushed Nick. He lost his mind, and Nick has called the match. Oh my God, he's absolutely lost his mind. Nick has gone crazy. Nick's going to kill everyone in this room.
Ladies
what
and
is
gentlemen,
he doing?
the referee has disqualified both competitors. Therefore, this match is a draw.
Wow, a draw.
Well, I had said, Rose, that there was nothing legal happening during the match.
So is that 1 point each? 1 point each.
Three-way tie, Rose.
Referee Nick has lost his mind. He's absolutely had enough.
He was crimson with rage, but it's because he believes in the rule book. I don't know what Marnell's doing here.
I don't blame him for throwing that match out, but the man has the temper I have never seen before. He's a dangerous, dangerous person. Let's hear from Jordan now.
Let's hope we don't hear from Nick.
Look, that didn't go the way that SMS planned. But we like to focus on the positive. Right now, with the war between Generation Now and the old guard, everything's coming in my favour. Because I'm at the top of the leaderboard with 2 matches left. One old guard in Mick Moretti, one Generation Now in Kingsley. And while they're so focused on their little war, SMS will do what it has to win the premiership. And then, PWA, you won't have any choice but to listen to our message. Stand with SMS.
Chris, his message is clear. His message is consistent. As we look back on the main event from tonight, Unsocial Jordan able to use his smarts to get advantages in this match, but there was so much dirty play through this, grabbing of ropes, grabbing of tights. Referee Nick could not keep up with the amount of dirty play we saw. Oh, you see it that time? You see it in the replay?
Ring maintenance.
Exposed
turnbuckles, tripods.
And here we go once again.
All the food groups, Rose.
These 2 competitors could have an absolute classic if they stopped worrying about illegal moves. And Don Marnell came into the ring to stop his boy from getting disqualified. And then Nick lost his tiny mind. Referee Nick, and here's the big dick himself, disqualifying both. You don't push Nick.
Not happy, Don? Not happy.
I know you're not happy, mate, but it's a long road, and we're not at the end yet. We are 5 matches into a 7-match premiership. The most important thing to remember at this point is that there are 2 major threats in our bracket, Mick Moretti and Unsocial Jordan, and we've already dealt with both of them. They still have to face each other. 3 wins and 2 draws. You are still undefeated, and right now, the premiership is in our hands.
Yeah, and you're going to make sure that referee Nick never has another one of our matches again, because that was bullshit. You know, I can handle having a draw against Kai Drake. I don't mind that, you know. We had 10 minutes and we were going hard and we couldn't quite finish up. But going out tonight and not leaving with 1 point because we were over by a referee, Don, that's hard to swallow. So you're going to take care of this, yeah? You're going to take care of it?
It's my job.
Don's going to take care of it.
Trust me when I say referee Nick will not be reffing the final 2 matches in the MMA's premiership, because the one boat that can never sink is Sam Osborne's premiership.
Don believes he can get his boy back on track. Another massive night, and we have 3 competitors at the top of this block, Chris.
But who does the MMA think they are if they can dictate who referees their fixtures, Rose? I mean, I certainly hope that that's not a promise that's going to be delivered on.
It's going to be a tough call to make that happen, but if you look back at the scores for Block A, like I said, we have a 3-way tie with 2 rounds left in this block.
I love a 3-way, Rose.
Unsocial Jordan, Sam Osborne and Mick Moretti all on 8 points. Do not count out Charli Evans right behind them on 7. Paris to Silva on 4, Kai Drake on 3, Preston on 2, and Kingsley still yet to score. We still have so many more amazing matchups in this PWA Premiership, and we will see you next Monday night.
More all.